Partners Nomenclature. The Partners Nomenclature is utilized to manage users and contractors, or counterparties. The nomenclature can be created and viewed as a tree structure or a list. In both types of views, on top of the screen you'll find four elements which can be created: branch, location, contact person, and company. To create a new element, select its type and click the plus button located in the Functional Buttons toolbar on the right side of the screen. Tree View Capabilities. When working in Tree View mode, you can describe a user-defined structure using the four available elements. This capability is needed due to the large variety of organizational business structures. For example, a company is often not the parent directory in a structure. It is possible that above it there is an individual who owns a group of companies, and even more complexly, locations which consist of more than one company. In Tree View, always in the base of the tree, there will be a branch type element marked with a dot. This element cannot be renamed or deleted as it is the root of the directory. Additionally, it has an administrator role attached by default. After the initial installation, the default password is 1. All the rest of the elements can be deleted, edited, moved, and renamed. By right-clicking the mouse button in Tree View, you'll open a menu with commands, some of which duplicate the functionalities of the toolbar on the right side, while others are accessible only here. Delete an element by selecting it and clicking the minus button in the toolbar on the right, or by right-clicking the mouse button and selecting Remove. Similarly, edit an element by selecting it and clicking the Edit button in the toolbar on the right, or by simply double-clicking on the desired element. Moving an element is achieved with the popular drag and drop method, or by right-click, move, and paste. A single element can be present in more than one of the tree branches. Thus, it can be copied to another branch by right-clicking the mouse button and utilizing the copy and paste commands. The two buttons on the bottom of the toolbar on the right are used to expand and collapse the tree from the root to the last element. Types of elements in the partner structure. Branch. This element is a folder and can be used to group the rest of the partner elements. A simple example of its functionality is the ability to create branches for customers, suppliers, and users. In the case of a more complex organization, the branch can be the element which can help you to clearly structure the tree. The group field is available in all four elements. It is the unified, user-defined nomenclature which can help you to further categorize each of the elements of the organization. The cards and image field are available for this one as well as for all the other elements. Company. This element represents a company or another type of legal entity. It is a place to input counterparties representing commercial establishments to which you issue or by which you receive invoices. In the General tab, enter the name of the company, which is a required field, and if applicable, the group, customer cards, and an image. Check the box My Company only when the created partner has to be identified in the system as a legal entity which operates the business establishment. In the Specific tab, enter the needed information for issuing an invoice. If the partner you're creating is a customer, you can attach a price list from the Price List drop-down menu, which will then be applied by default. The Invoicing tab is where bank account information is entered. This is usually filled out for a business entity which provides services through the system. In the Payment Due Date field, fill out the number of days until the due date, which are then to be applied by default. Location. This element is utilized to create commercial or other type of locations in the partner structure. In the General tab, enter the name of the location, group, and customer card if applicable. In the Specific tab, enter the address and barcode of the location. The barcode will help you to select a location when you use a barcode scanner for on-location trade and delivery. Contact person. Enter all the individuals who will be part of the system as a contact person. These are all company accountable persons, customers, as well as employees. In the General tab, enter the name of the individual, group, and customer card if applicable. The Specific tab is where you can enter detailed contact information, emails, telephone numbers, and date of birth. If the partner you're creating is a customer, you can attach a price list from the Price List drop-down menu, which will then be applied by default. In the Invoicing tab, enter the specific data needed for issuing an invoice to an individual, personal ID number and uniform civil number or social security number. Enter a payment due date if a deferred payment option is applicable for the individual being created. If you have at your disposal allergen information, you can select all the allergens applicable. This will improve your customer service and the ability to provide valuable information. Whether you're using a web platform or another self-service platform, the input of allergens about which the customer must be informed happens upon registration and is automatically reflected in the application. Listview Capabilities. When working in Listview mode, a newly created element is placed in the tree structure as uncategorized, i.e., part of the branch tree structure identified with the dot. Utilize Listview mode for the creation of a new partner without the need of the tree structure. Conveniently, in Listview, you can bring up the search toolbar with the common Ctrl+F key combination. This can prove quite useful when searching an element to be edited, especially when the list of partners is quite extensive. In the toolbar to the right, you'll also find a clone button, which allows you to easily create a new element based on an already existing one. It is important to note that after cloning an already existing element, it must be renamed, as each element must contain a unique name in the system. Users. Each element you create in the partner structure can be designated as a system user. Unifying partners and users lets you transform your customers into active users able to utilize self-checkout systems or web platforms. In order to transform an element from your partner structure into a user, select the element and click the Partner User button in the right-hand toolbar. This can be done in both Tree and Listview. Upon opening the dialog box, check the Check Password box and enter the desired password in both of the fields, New Password and New Password Confirmation. From the Role drop-down list, select from the previously created user roles, or similarly, use the button to the right to bring up the Select Role dialog box. The elements which have been assigned a user status are easily recognizable by a red dot in their upper right-hand corner in TreeView or a check in the Operator column in Listview.